Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Oddities D&D. Thank you all for sticking with us. It's funny, I looked up and I saw how many people were out there watching before I ended the stream, and I'm thankful and very appreciative that you all came back. That's awesome. So before we kick off the story for tonight, we're going to introduce all the players. We're going to go around and we're going to start with Fred.
Am I mucus? Am I human? I don't know, but I think my name is Fred.
Amazing. Okay, down from there, we've got Xander.
You know, the quote really is wrong. It is easy being green. I'm Zanzan, and I play Wesley, your sea elf bard.
And they have sparkly drink Oh my gosh, sparkly drink.
I do. They will find this in my colon years from now.
Yes. Across from there, we've got Ari.
I find it very slay of me to have had the decency not to commit arson this year.
And
Yet.
we appreciate it. Yet.
Pop off, bestie. Pop
TikTok,
off.
TikTok, come on. And last but not least, we have Chuck.
I'm Chuck. I play Wyatt, your human fighter. Aloha.
As all fighters say. Excellent. All right. So, I believe it's Chuck who's doing the recap from last week. Ah, here we go.
Oh. There's a smell. We travel 3 hours to find it. Well, we camp, trying to search out the source of this said smell, the job of which the oddities have been, sent to discover the source of. While Def is on watch, something spooky happens. Oh, an albino weasel!
And
We
you-
are victorious, of course. What?
Your mic cut out when you did all the sound effects. Bad
Well,
time.
we all know my mic is shit, so...
As you were.
There was an albino weasel fight. We were victorious. Afterwards, we travel and find the source of the smell. A village. However, once we enter, there is no smell. But there's no smoke coming from the chimneys. And there is a tree in the center of town. Oh, there's always a tree. That always means something. I put a star next to it. Past the outer wall, the smell is gone. The interior feels different. We inspect the tree. The soil is dry and there's little white specks. We meet a man with a top hat, a mustache. Augustus Treadstone is his name, and he tells us of a witch's curse, as well as all the families of the town, all their names ending in stone. Elaborating on this witch's curse, we find out that a girl had fallen ill. They sought out the wood witch to help. The girl had suffered, though, and now the villagers suffer. There are no plants. The water is foul, and no one will come to help. Can the music and sound effects goes down? I just got a big growl in my ear, and it scared me.
Oh,
I was like... We go to interview the mother of the poor fallen girl, and at her house we ask. She does not invite us in. Her suspicions are high. She is thin and blonde. She tells us of her daughter's sickness. She has lesions and torn skin. When Neff asks to inspect her gravesite, we find out the daughter is cremated. We decided that perhaps maybe picking at this woman a little too much is a bit too soon. So we go to search the woods where she said she had found the witch. And so that is where we are currently. We'd camped out. Wyatt was on watch, and all of a sudden, all of his party members are being clutched by vines and they're being brought down into the earth. What to do? What to do? And that brings us to where we are now. You're welcome.
well. Having said that,
Roll initiative.
Oh, right into it. Oh, it's time to fight plants. Oh my god.
Shit. It's time to fight the weed. Whoa.
420. Oh yeah, what?
so I'm going to space you guys out just a little bit here.
What the? Okay, what does poison do again?
Oh my gosh, I can't zoom out.
Yeah, why does that let us
I'll
do
look.
that
I'll look at the
anymore?
stream. Oh, it's so small.
Let me see.
If I do this, can you guys? Does it zoom out for you guys?
I do see a cute little rat running across the screen.
Yes.
It's adorable.
I like
It's
the
so
little
chubby.
spiders that are crawling around. They're very cute.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, if I zoomed out, I wouldn't be enjoying this. I can look at the stream on my phone.
All right.
I
Well,
don't think we're meant to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I
Oh.
can't see.
well, I'll tell you what. We'll get through one round with you, Chuck, and then
Okay,
tinker
thank you.
around and see how it goes. All right? Because I think you're the first one up. All right.
All right.
With that said, let me just fix some things up here. Boom. All right. So, 1, 2, 3. No, fuck. All right. How do I do that? Do that? No. Shit. Hold on. God dang it, Bobby. There. All of you. Why can't I decent? Okay, so we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. That's how it's going to go. There we go. Great. They go last. All right. But, Wyatt, you do see surrounding your friends as they get pulled underground 3 branch-like creatures that are buried half underneath, and just their roots, their tentacles, whatever it is slowly encasing them and pulling them down. What do you do?
I shout, "Wake up!"
Okay.
And the first, that's obviously number 1. Asta's the most delicate, so I'm gonna go for her and try to grab onto her and like pull her free.
Sounds good. So make a strength check for me, please. Athletics, if you have it.
I do not. Strength. Ability check. Oh! That's 2 in a row, baby!
They pop off her, no problem whatsoever. And I'll say, because it's a natural 20, I will say you could probably get one more friend if you try and attempt it. Yeah.
Oh! Yes! I'm gonna haul her out and then drop her. Well, I'll sort of just roll her. And then I'm gonna roll over to Neff and just swing an arm around her and try to roll back and
Okay.
try to get her free.
One more strength check. And I'm just going to move your character right between them.
There we go. Pew. Nope, that's not right. There we go. Oh,
It was
sorry,
on
Neff.
the
I
20
used up
for
all
a
my luck.
quick second. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, man. All right. So, with that, you still have movement and a bonus action. Anything you want to do?
I'm going to okay, 5, 10, whoops, 15, 20, 25. I think I've got 30 feet. Gonna go here. And then, I don't think, what do I have for a bonus action? Bear with. Yeah, you know what? I'll just prepare. I'll take a blade out. I'll I'll take a like the I have a hand axe, so I'm gonna pop that out, and then my next turn I'll be going to whack at the vines that have Wesley.
Okay.
But as for bonus action, no.
All right. And speaking of, Wesley, it's your turn.
Jason,
Hi.
the reason we can't zoom out is because you have the lock view module. And it controls what we're able to do, I believe.
Okay. Where do I even find that?
I just looked at the modules that we have, and that's clicked. And then when I read it, it says it locks the zooming of the scene, locks the panning of the scene, limits zoom and pan to stay within a bounded box. That pretty much just confines us.
We can find it on the break too.
Yeah.
Great.
Because it looks like
just
everything
pointing it
important. Yeah.
Awesome.
I guess. Am I awake?
You are.
Okay. I guess strength check to get out.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have done the help action. Or.
Well, that's kind of what
Offered a
you
hand.
did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can I bonus action first use my voice to give bardic inspiration to Neff?
Sure.
Cool. Neff, you have bardic inspiration. And then I'm gonna. There we go. And then strength check. Roll for myself. That's a 12.
You're free.
Whoa. I will stand up. Take half my movement to stand up. Kick at the vines. Oh wait, I'm poisoned.
Okay.
So it's right. So I guess that's actually disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Roll one more time. Come on, natural 20.
No, 3. So I am not free.
You are restrained. I'm so sorry. All right. So no movement.
Nope.
Bonus
That's
action, you
everything.
inspired. And that was your action. I think you're done for now.
Yep.
Okay. On to Neff.
Sorry. I would like to think about my action because I didn't think about it during the turns because I have a little noodle boy to take care of.
I think.
Yes?
What is that on you? What condition do you have?
Oh, I think it's because I still have a concentration spell active.
Okay.
I don't know how to
Right
turn
click.
it off.
I've got it.
Oh,
you
perfect.
think about your action, I'll figure it out for you.
I would like to attack it with my sickle, my sickle. Please.
Oh, that didn't work. Go for it. Well, you're kind of restrained at the time, so I don't think the sickle will work. So first you got to pop out of the vines like everybody else. So,
Well,
like-
you can try attacking it. It's just you would have disadvantage, I believe.
oh, okay.
Or could I try to wrestle my way out using the power of my wings? Because they're quite strong.
Sure, it'll still be an athletics check. With Bardic Inspiration.
I'll use the I'll take the athletic check with bardic inspiration.
Sure.
And bardic inspiration is a D6, right?
D6, Wesley? Is that right? Yep, cool.
Yeah, D6.
Is that a 6? You got a
Yeah.
little anvil on your thing. That's cute. All right. So definitely,
he's-
you pop out like an angel, just wings aflutter. All right, so that is your action. You still have a bonus action and movement. Well, 15 feet of movement. What would you like to do?
Will keep flying, please.
Okay, so
Since I burst out with my wings, and I'm just gonna go whoop and hover.
we'll say, you tell me, do you want to be 5 feet or 10 feet off the ground?
How tall are the vines up in the air holding my friends?
That was a little garbled. What did you say? I'm sorry.
How tall are the vines holding my friends?
The vines are like restricting like around them. So if they're lying flat, imagine like they're just wrapped around them and they're kind of pulling them down.
Okay, 5 feet.
Okay, cool. All right, and that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Excellent. On to Asta.
So at this point, only Wesley is restrained, correct?
You bet.
Okay. I'd like to have Lil Bat Vesper take the help action,
Okay.
and as Wyatt busts me free, I would like to try and firebolt the vines restraining Wesley.
Okay. I will say it's probably a disadvantage to not hit Wesley.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured. I'll still. Well, it'll be a regular roll because my familiar is helping me.
Oh, I getcha. Okay. Go for it.
That's okay. So Wesley just takes aim and she just goes like, "Try not moving too much."
Ooh,
26 to hit.
good job. All right, roll some damage as well.
Yes. Oh my god, do I have to roll this manually?
I don't think so. There's a little damage
what?
thing underneath.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I don't know why it lagged so much, but
no
it
worries.
just showed up.
Cool.
That'll be a 6 of fire damage.
Excellent. Wesley, you are free, no longer restrained. And
So that was my action.
mhm.
So when Wyatt freed me, am I still like next to this thing? To the
Well, I'll say he probably chucked you about 5 feet over there as a spider crawls across your token.
fine, it's a friend. And so this section here, is that some sort of ledge?
Yes.
Okay. So as a bonus action, I will Misty Step on top of that ledge so I can have a bird's eye view of the whole situation.
Cool.
Like right over, I guess, like oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. Okay, can I please?
Want me to?
I want to go over there. There we go. So yeah, like somewhat there.
Or do you want to be? There you go.
Yeah,
I
all
was
good.
going to say. All right. Bonus action?
That was my bonus action.
Oh, that
Misty
was.
Steps down.
Okay.
So Asta just dissipates in a flurry of like purple smoke and stars and reappears up on the ledge.
Cool. All
That'll be
right.
my turn.
Excellent. All right. Next, it's all the bad guys. So, you see all of them kind of pull themselves up out of the ground, and you see living stumps of like mutated trees with like vines and roots for legs that just kind of have a spider-like quality about them. And the one that went after Asta, or entangled Asta, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, it will just get up to the lip of where you are as its spider climbs up the vines and the rocks and everything. But that will be its turn because it's not quite in reach of you. It's still holding onto the ledge, so it doesn't have a free hand to kind of right at you. But I will say that the one beside Neff has a shot. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll try and do one of its vine slams.
How high up is Neff?
Neff is about, would you say 5 feet? Yeah. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's what I gotta do. Target and then this. There we go. I'm learning. Right. So I'm just gonna bring up its character sheet because things aren't working. Mind Slam. Do it. Normal. Go. 10, I believe, misses. Yes?
It misses.
All right. So it's going to take its multi-attack, and it's going to do it one more time. Nope.
That also misses.
Excellent. All right. And I think that's it. It's going to try and stick around. I might go a bit this way. Next up will be the one closest to Wesley.
I believe it has advantage on me since I'm prone.
Oh, good point. Okay. Boom. All right, so that will be an 18.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. So we are going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh. Boom. So that'll be 13 points of damage to you. And second attack. Again with advantage. Oh. Hey,
God,
misses.
double rolls.
That does miss.
Good, good, good. All right. And then, from the shadows, we see a creature appear close to Asta on the hill. A smoky, shadowy figure that seems to rise up out of the shadows between the trees and slips through each one of them, disappearing, reappearing, and it snakes its way right down. So it's right beside Mr. Wyatt.
Oh, this feels familiar.
And it's going to do its sickening hum. And of course, it doesn't want to work either. So, sickening hum. Oh. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Coming at you in just 1 second. Come here. And my computer died. No, please stop.
Are you? We still see you. We still hear you.
Okay. Sorry, Marcus going up for the night. And everything died. But what did you say? I can still pull up my abilities.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Thank you.
Yes, good boy. Sorry.
There we go.
That's what you need.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So its frightening visage appears before you, and it looks like it's moaning, but then its mouth just distends into smoke and ash and everything, and it doesn't really faze you.
I'm like,
that old thing.
oh, I see what you're trying to do here. It's not gonna work.
Excellent.
Foundry's not working. I can't even get in.
Okay. Well, we'll give that a minute there, because
You guys
your
go
turn next.
about your business.
You know what?
Everything's bad.
We
I
will
refresh
skip
the
your
page.
turn, and when you're back online, just give us the thumbs up, and we'll come back to you. All right?
Okay.
Excellent. So, Wesley, it is your turn.
I will stand up. And I will cast Mirror Image on myself. And that's my turn.
Okay. Let me just get the creature in there as well. Boop. Okay, good stuff. All right. Any movement or anything? Any bonus action?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Coming back around. Neff, it is your turn.
Sorry, while I was putting a small creature away, catch me up.
Oh, I can go if
Oh, yeah,
For
go
sure.
ahead.
I'm back.
Sounds good. Let me just get to your turn here. There we go. All right, fire away.
Okay, so I got my hand axe out. This thing in front of me, does it look corporeal? Like, does it have a physical body? Or does it look too ghosty?
One way to find out.
Let's hand axe this bitch. Do I have any effects that would alter my roll? No?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Let's go. Ooh, that's not good. That's a 10.
10. Unfortunately misses.
Oh, my shoulder. Oh, I forgot. Damn, I should. I'm too close to use the rifle. Okay. So that is my action. Maybe I shall. Okay, I'm gonna take the risk and try to get away from this thing because I'm not a close-up kind of guy.
Okay.
I'm more of a far-away kind of guy.
Fair
So
enough.
I'm going to not disengage, but I'm going to take the attack of opportunity
Okay.
while I move here between my friends
All right. It's gonna
and
take a
back
shot
up
at
a little
you.
bit.
Does a 15 hit?
15 just hits. It's 15, my
Okay.
armor class.
All right. So with Skewering Visage, 46 plus 2. You take 15 points of, I think, just regular damage? Bludgeoning damage.
Oh no! If I do vanish, my computer screen has been going completely black and then coming back. So I'm just, if I go, that is why.
Okay.
But
So,
I think I can muck through.
okay. So 15 points of damage, and I'll get you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, whoops. Oh, that's temporary hit points. Hang on one second. I have never taken damage before. I don't even know how to do that. What's the saving throw? Wisdom?
Yeah, is that what I said? Strength.
Strength. Okay. Let's do the saving throw.
And actually, you can move. I'll move your character right back because you are entangled now.
Oh no!
Or excuse me,
Okay.
yeah, you are restrained, similar to entangling thorns. Y'all good there?
Yeah, I'm just kind of mucking through here. It is technical on my side now.
worries.
Okay, I think, yeah, okay. I'm entangled. Move along.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
All right. So, Neff, it is your turn now.
How's my friend doing? The one that's entangled,
Me?
Yeah.
like visually.
Not great.
Okay.
It's almost like half my health is gone. Over half.
I will cast on the spooky ookie dookie creature that's floating and kind of, yeah, I don't know. I don't vibe with you right now. A spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So you go right on top of that guy. And I also get to attack because it is when you cast it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 1. Wait, please measure template. No. Where is the roll? That's weird. There, the thing is not there for me to roll.
What are you trying to do?
There it is.
Oh, I was just trying to do the attack, but like usually like it's there. So I never mind. Attack. There we go.
18 hits.
Some damage.
You bet. That seemed cocked, did it not? For a digital dice, that seemed cocked. You know what? I'm calling it. I'm saying the digital dice fucked up. Roll that again, please. There we go. 8. Now,
Thank you.
Neff, here's an important question for you. Your spiritual weapon, is it radiant damage?
Of course.
I'm asking Neff. Hold on.
I'm not sure. It's not specified.
No?
It's in the description.
It's force. Yeah, sorry.
Force damage.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So,
It also would be more damage because it's the 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. And for some reason, it's just the 1d8 that was rolled.
No, that's a +3 then.
so that would be total 12? No, 11?
11.
Excellent. With that, it vanishes.
How does it vanish?
Well, that takes care of that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's your action. You still have bonus action and movement, and you're 5 feet off the ground.
I'm gonna move to be close to Wyatt.
Okay.
And
So as you
try
float
to-
away, one of the creatures is going to take a swipe at you. Let's see. Oh, of course. There we go. Yeah. All right. So it's going to do a vine slam on you. But I
Doesn't
think it
hit?
misses, right?
Yeah, it misses.
Excellent. All right, away you go.
And I'm just gonna try to shield my friend.
Perfect. And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Excellent. All right, Asta, you are up. You got the eagle's
So-
eye view.
From what I understand, this thing is somewhat out of reach. 'cause
It's just
couldn't-
hanging off
yeah.
the edge. It's about 5 feet away from you, but because it's hanging off the edge, it couldn't quite get purchased to actually attack you or anything. So,
So let's say if I were to take a step back, would it be able to have an attack of opportunity on me?
one way to find out.
Okay, I'll step back.
Excellent. No, it can't.
Yeah, as she takes a step back, I will aim another firebolt at the one that's hanging on for dear life.
Excellent. Go for it.
13 to hit.
13 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, so I will keep walking away. kind of trying to take advantage of the foliage to somewhat hide myself from this thing.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's my turn.
Excellent. All right. Now it's the creature's turn. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. It might be able to... let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Okay. So it will unnervingly skitter across... Why can't I control it now? Oh my gosh. This is not cool. There. Excuse me. All right. So that one moves there. This one will skitter all the way to beside Neff. This guy's gonna scooch that away. And let's see. Let's go from left to right. So Asta, this is coming at you. It is going to do... yeah, let's do Biting Thorns. Oh, shit. 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
I will use my reaction to wreath myself in flames as I hellish rebuke this thing.
Hey, fucking sweet. All right.
So, yeah, you can roll your damage and then I'll do my stuff.
Excellent. That was 2.
Also, I noticed my hit points are at a 19. Did that happen last session I wasn't here, or...
What are they
am I
supposed to be at?
Well, they're just not full. Like, I'm not at my full HP for some reason.
I don't...
The albino weasel fight, I think Asta took some damage, so
She should be healed up because you slept after that.
Right. So, yeah, you just need to long rest.
All good. No, I just restored my HP to full.
Okay. So then you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Or, sorry, slashing damage. And 1d6. 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then we are going to move on to the one attacking.
I'm just gonna roll my damage.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
I get to yuck it up as well. So that was 9 points of damage. Okay, and it has to make a dex saving throw.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. Not good. It's a 4.
So it'll take the full... you were lucky, 4 fire damage.
Did that take anything off? No, it did not. Excellent. Got it. All right. So, over to the guy hitting up on Neff there. Let's do this.
Oh, also Vesper's taking the help action for anyone going after me.
Going after you? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Neff. We're coming at you with a Vine Slam. $14 misses, I think.
It does not hit.
Right on. And its second attack. Ooh. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
It does? Okay. Boom. So you will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'll get you to make a strength saving throw, please. And I think you're good. Yes. So you don't get restrained or anything. All right. And last but not least, we have Wesley. You're gonna get... no, it's probably gonna do... Yeah. 15 for 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it'll do that. It's gonna do entangling thorns. Blah, blah, blah. So I will need Wesley, Neff, and Mr. Wyatt to make a strength saving throw, please.
I'm doing all this via D&D Beyond because...
Okay, just tell me your numbers. Let's see, 16, 19. Strength saving throw?
Oh, whoops. There we go. What the hell? Okay, there we go. 7.
7. Okay. Everyone except for Mr. Wyatt, you succeed. Mr. Wyatt, you are restrained, and if you try to break the restraint, or when you break the restraint, there will be some damage. So just be aware.
I'm tied up in game and in real life.
But with that, it is Mr. Wyatt's turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, God. Well, I can see a very tiny map on my phone right now. Well, I have to try and break free. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Can I use the, like one of my blades on my bandolier to try and, like, help myself out?
Sure. I'll say, what's your modifier for your blade?
That would be a +6.
That doesn't sound right. That's your dex plus the blade. Is there any modifier to the blade itself, like a +1, +2, or anything? Here,
no, it's just a regular blade. It's not special or anything.
Okay. Well, let's see here.
Yeah, the +6. Sorry, yeah, that is my dex. I have a +4 to dex and then a +2 somewhere.
So here's what I'll say. Your dex is +4, so +2 must be coming from something. So we'll say +2. So I'll say make a... Where's the thing again? Make a strength saving throw +2.
Okay, I have to do this. I have to do this actually old school because nothing's really... Okay, strength save +2. So that is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, you succeed.
Yeah.
No problem. But you also take 2d4 piercing damage. So let's see what that gets you.
2d4 piercing damage.
I got you.
Oh.
So that'll be a total of 6.
Oh, guys, I look bad. I look real bad.
All right, but you are not restrained anymore.
Okay.
You still have movement and a bonus action. What would you like to do?
I would like to scamper away on my hands and feet.
Where would you like to go
like
to?
a little squirrel. Let's see, where am I at right now? Far from the vines, but still within eye line. So I can still see.
Can you see the little ping there? I'm basically putting you 15 feet away, 10 feet away from...
southwest.
Southwest, yep.
Yeah.
So I was going to put you right about there.
That sounds great. Thank you.
No worries. All right, moving on. We've got Wesley. What would you like to do?
I guess I will attack the vine that's on me.
Go for it.
That's a 9.
A 9. Oh. That unfortunately is going to miss.
Okay, and I will give Bardic Inspiration to... Well, the only person I can see on my screen is Neff, so I will give it to Neff.
Okay. All right. And that's your turn? You're staying put?
Yep, that's my turn.
Neff, you are up.
Hello. Visually, who looks more bloodied between Wesley and Wyatt?
Well, you see a definite trail of blood leading from Mr. Wyatt. You see a pool of blood just at Wesley's feet. So, kind of up in the air, but I'll let the players kind of shout out what's going on.
Hemorrhaging.
I at least have something up to try to protect myself.
Okay. I will cast Sanctuary on Mr. Wyatt.
Excellent.
So you have a bit of protection.
Thank
And
you.
then,
What does that do?
basically, you are warded. If someone tries to attack you, they have to do a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Thank you very much, my love.
Sweet.
Then I will use my bonus action to use my spiritual weapon to attack the creature that is closest to Wesley.
Okay.
There's no token to it for it.
Sorry, I deleted that when I took off the creature. I'm dumb.
But yeah, it's still there.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say it's right next to the creature there. We'll say if you see the ping right there. Is that fair?
Sorry, I was looking at my sheet. I didn't see the ping, but I will
It's okay.
trust you.
Okay. So it's just one square below the creature behind Wesley. All right.
Perfect.
And attack roll? Boom, boom, boom. Ooh! That'll hit.
Let's do some damage. Plus the bardic inspiration. That's a D.
The inspiration isn't damage; it's 2 hits.
Oh, okay. I thought the bardic inspiration also applied to attack.
I'm not that kind of bard.
But I think there's your modifier bonus to it.
Yeah. Why does it not? Why does it keep not applying? +3.
+3? No worries. Excellent. All right. Any movement? Anything on your turn? Bonus action?
Is
Anything like
it
that?
the ability or attack modifier for
Ability, I believe.
+3 then?
Okay. Perfect.
I will just move closest to right here.
Okay. So the creature's going to take an attack.
Oh,
of
never
opp-
mind. No, I won't move. Never mind.
Okay.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I won't move. Sorry.
No worries,
done.
no worries. You're
I'm
good?
done. Bye.
All right. Asta, you are up.
So Asta's gonna shriek, "Oh my god, leave me alone!" And I'm just gonna Misty Step away again. All the way over here, 30 feet,
Okay.
as a bonus action. And then as she pops back up in a flurry of magic, I will send another firebolt at this thing.
Okay.
Please burn. Oh, and because no one used Vesper's help, I'll use it for myself.
Okay.
So I'll roll with advantage if that's okay.
Sure.
I'll just roll another time. Okay, so that's a 15 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
Perfect. So that'll be 2 fire damage.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
And that'll be my turn once again. Oh, maybe I could move even further away.
Well, I think,
Runs all the way back home.
yeah, the Misty Step takes you 30 feet, but you still have 30 feet of movement.
I
don't
still
you?
have 30
Yeah.
feet of movement, so I will move again. I can't go. I can't like move the map up north, but I'll just try and like lose this thing and move 30 feet away within like along the cliff that I can't see right now.
Okay. All right. And that's your
Like
turn?
still like keeping a view of the battlefield, hoping to lose this shit so I can help my comrades.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Perfect. All right. Over to the creatures. So funny thing about this creature, it has this weird kind of ability where it can sink into the ground and then pop up somewhere else. So 5, 10, 15, wait, 5, 10, 15. Right beside Neff. And let's see, what does it want to do? Yeah, it's going to do its biting thorns. So Neff coming at you. Does a critical miss do anything for you?
No, what do I get?
Critical miss does something for me.
Did
I get a bardic inspiration back.
when it attacks you, or just when anything fails?
When anything with an enemy or foe within 30 feet that I can see gets a crit fail, I get a free bardic inspiration back.
Hey,
You're inspired by failure.
Yes, I am. That is the entire point
I-
of this subclass.
Oh,
excellent.
I love it.
So as flavor, because it has multi-attack, because of the crit failure, we'll say that it got tangled up in its own tentacle vines and it's just trying to like, oh, son of a bitch, make me look bad. And that's its turn. The one beside Neff is going to do a vine slam. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
It does. Okay. Vine slam. There we go. Oof. That's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
You see Neff fall to the ground unconscious.
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
Marshmallows.
All right. And for its next action, it is going to burrow itself underground. And I'd say Wesley would be the only one that sees the vines slowly wrapping around Neff. Hasn't begun to pull her underneath yet, but the vines are sprouting. And then last but not least, we have the one near Wesley. And it is going to do a vine slam as well.
It is at advantage.
Advantage or
Oh
disadvantage?
wait, no, it's not. I'm standing up. Never mind. But that still hits.
Okay. You have your mirror images up though?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and 2 1s.
Okay.
So it hits me.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that will be 12.
And Wesley's down.
Oh shit. Well, with that, it is going to disappear underground as well. And its tentacle vines start wrapping around Wesley as well. 1, 2, 3. And Mr. Wyatt, what would you like to do?
Second wind bonus action, please.
Okay.
So that is 1d10 plus 3. Oh, baby analog. Holy cats. That's it. Oh. Okay, that's 5 back to me. Awesome.
Just
Yep.
in case you didn't read the thing, if you do an attack, you lose Sanctuary.
This is healing.
Okay. Just, I wanted to let you know.
Oh, as an overall thing, my bad. I'm dealing with a lot right now. outside. Okay. Okay, attack, I lose sanctuary, but 2 people are down, so I think gonna have to kiss sanctuary goodbye. I will take aim at they're being pulled down.
Mm-hmm.
So if I take a shot at the vines, do I have a chance of hitting them?
Possibly. Might have to do it at disadvantage.
Okay, I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to run. Do I have enough movement to get to Neff?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes.
Okay, I'll get to Neff and do the same thing. I'm going to grab her and try to pull her out. As I guess that's my action.
Okay. So make a strength check, please.
Ooh. Can I reverse something? Can I find her healing bulb on her?
Oh,
because
sure.
I've used mine already. If they still have their healing bulb on them, I'm going to slam it in the middle of all 3 of us. And then whether you decide on, because I've used my bonus action, whether you decide that's an action or not, and then I'm going to try to pull her out. You tell me how you want the economy to work.
So here's how it would work. If you use it on yourself, you get healing. You could throw it at a range and hit someone, heals. You have to be in contact with the person to get healing for yourself and the person you're healing. It's not an area of effect.
Okay, so if I basically grab Neff and then hit her with the bulb, we'll both get healing?
Absolutely.
That, please.
Done. So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Someone else roll. I only have 1d4
I got you.
on me. Please.
Let the DM decide your fate. Here we go.
Oh no.
Max healing.
Oh yeah! How much is that?
10 points each.
Fuck yes.
And Neff, you are conscious now.
Ah, I'm looking good.
Do I have 10 points too, or just
Yes.
conscious?
No, you're awake and you got 10 points.
Thank you. Appreciate
And I would like to action surge.
Yeah, that's what it's there for. Go for it.
I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna do the same thing with Dear Wesley.
Go for it.
Um.
Oh wait, quick question because
Healy.
my brain's a
Oh
little
yeah, I have to get her.
befuddled. With action surge, does that give you new movement as well?
Oh, sorry. Oh, he's 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much movement I used to get to them. Did I use 30 feet?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. Action surge does not give me movement. Okay. Let's roll that back.
Okay.
So the vines in front of us, I guess it will be to the west of the screen of us.
Which vines are you speaking of? I'm sorry. Say it again.
The vines one space over from Neff.
Yeah.
Are those are up and a threat? They're not
Yes.
going down in the thing?
Nope.
Shit.
Do you want to action surge and shoot it?
I do, but I think that might be a disadvantage. It might not be worth using the action surge then.
Why a disadvantage? What's up?
Because it's a ranged weapon and they're 10 feet away. They're not within melee, but they're so close.
I think it's only
Anybody?
melee range where it's disadvantage. That's what I'll
It
say.
depends on your weapon.
Go
So
for
you
it.
should have the
Okay, I'll go for it. I'll go
Right
for
on.
it. Sweet. Okay. Oh, okay. It is a natural 20.
Hey! Excellent. Excellent.
4 is 10, so 30. I may be rolling ones with tech right now, but I'm rolling all the 20s.
Excellent. All right. So Let's do your damage.
I have more dice. Actually, would someone be a dear and roll me 2d10 plus, or 4d10 plus 4? Because it's double. It's normally 2d10.
You got it.
Thank
I got
you.
it.
I'll just go quicker.
There we go. 32 points of damage.
Ooh, tastes so good.
Blah! You see just shrapnel of bark and tree stump just splatter against the wall behind there. Thankfully, Asta was not in shrapnel range, so brilliant.
Oh, no. I have a feeling like Neff's still kind of in my arms, and I just like swing the rifle around her, and then just like with her head in between, and just go.
Oh yeah? Neff, you have disadvantage for anything that involves
No.
hearing.
How dare you? A little bit of flavor.
That is a little bit of flavor.
All right.
In that moment, Neff would turn her head 180 degrees to protect her earring.
She has 2 ears.
Articulated.
Anyway, we are on to Wesley's turn. Wesley, I think it's a death saving throw, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
And it's a disadvantage, it's poison. And that's a fail.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
Excellent. Thank you. Neff, you are currently restrained. I'll get you to make a strength saving throw to break free, please and thank you.
I still have that bardic inspiration from before, right?
Yeah. It doesn't go away if she falls unconscious, right? No. Good.
Remind me, what is the bardic inspiration? It's 1.
D6.
And can I also call upon your familiar as well for the help?
Yep. Well,
Your
No,
familiar
it's-
was helping you,
it-
you
it-
said, right?
Oh, okay.
no, it's helping anyone who like makes some sort of attack or ability check after it takes the help action.
Does it do saving throw? Probably
No.
not. Oh, no. Okay.
Okay.
How are we doing with an 11?
11 succeeds.
Okay, cool. Okay. I will move towards my friend Wesley and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
I touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead and constructs.
Breaking free of the grapple wasn't an action. Because normally to break free of a grapple, it's an action. And then spare the dying is an action.
Oh. Okay. Do you have a bonus action to do anything?
Can I spare my friend from dying?
Apparently you can't. But the same thing that Wyatt did to you, you could possibly do to Wesley if he has a healing bulb on him, because that will only be a bonus action.
I would like to gently search Wesley for the healing bulb.
Yeah, you know exactly where
Wes-
to find it. Yep. You still have one,
Wes-
right? Because I forget who's used theirs so far.
I think I...
It should, if you guys go to the journal, without the exception of the one I just used on Neff, that's how many you have.
We have 2 remaining.
2 remaining.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone did use one.
I did in the last game, and I just used Neff's.
Okay.
There you go. So it's those 2. So yeah, Wesley would have theirs. So you can use it on Wesley and you will get the same amount of healing as well. So I'll get you to roll 2d4 plus 2.
Sander, do you want to roll it or do you want me to roll
You
it?
can roll it.
Why doesn't it do it when I say, okay, fine, 2... 2d4 plus 2.
There we go. 9.
Nice.
Great. That's great. So both you and Wesley get 9 points of healing back. Wesley, you are conscious again.
Yes.
I also
Excellent.
get 9? I thought it was just for Wesley.
No, because you're using it on him. So if you're in contact with the person that you're healing, you gain it as well. That's the great thing about the little bulb things. All right. And I'm just going to move you so that you're right beside Wesley there. So I'll say you have 10 feet of movement left. If you want to move any further or closer, or if you want to stay there in case those things pop up, totally up to you.
Can I Princess Gary Wesley?
Can you which? I'm sorry?
Just for flavor, like while I was looking for the bulb, I lifted Wesley, and now I'm Princess carrying.
Ooh, here's where I'm going to be rules lawyer, because they are still restrained, and that would take an action to lift them up.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but you brought them back to life. That's not nothing.
Next
All right.
time.
You got it. All right. Asta, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna measure distances, because where would the thing that has Wesley be right now?
Right where Wesley is. So they're underground, so they can't really be
Okay.
seen.
Okay.
But again, if you want to do disadvantage, you could shoot the things that are grappling them.
No, because what I would love to do is point at it as bells start tolling in the air and cast Toll the Dead instead. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw. I don't need to take an attack roll on this.
Okay. I'll say it's not in visual range, so I'll meet you halfway though. Do you want to hold that spell for when it does appear?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Easy enough.
Because, yeah, it does specify in the spell that I must see the creature. So if I can't see it,
Yeah.
I'll hold that action then.
Sounds good. Is it just one creature or is it an area of effect?
One creature.
Okay. All right.
So that'll be my turn, and Vesper takes the help action again.
Excellent. Do. So at the end of your turn, Wesley is being pulled halfway underground. So it might cost a bit more strength to bring them back up again. But you do see the one that held onto Neff kind of come to the surface again. Right there. Asta, what do I have to do, or what do you have to do for Toll the Dead?
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Done deal. Wisdom save and throw.
DC 14.
That will be a 10.
All right. Is it missing any hit points?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that'll be... Wait, why can't I modify this? Because it'll take a d12 instead of a d8, so I'll just roll manually then.
Sure.
That'll be
Holy
11
shit.
necrotic damage.
Would you like to know how many hit points it had left?
Sure.
11.
Well, there you go.
Amazing. All right. With that creature be gone. And like I said, it's pulling Wesley down. So if you want to think about, instead of how much of their topside body is underneath, think of it like half their body is underground right now, where the dirt is starting to pile into nostrils and orifices of all kinds.
This isn't what I like inside my orifices.
Don't knock it till you try it. All right, it is Mr. Wyatt's turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, goodness me. Is there an enemy visible to me on the board?
No, not currently. You do see the vines and roots wrapped around Wesley, though.
Okay, Wesley's still trapped. Is Wesley conscious? I assume so.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, okay, healing is done. How is Asta doing? I don't know if I can see her with my human vision.
Oh, let me check. No, she's out of your visual range.
Okay. I'm going to cut Wesley out of, or pull him out, or no, I get him out.
Strength check, please.
Okay. Oh, 19.
Excellent. Pop! Right off. All right. So I'll
And can I roll him away from the vine to stop from getting at him again?
Sure. We'll say you guys move about 5 feet away out of his pool of blood. So I will say 5, 10, 15. You still have 15 feet of movement. What would you like to do?
We're gonna say I'm just like a little like dazed and confused. So you can move on from me. There's no enemies to fight. I'm just gonna be like, ugh.
Okay. Easy enough.
You can move on.
Wesley, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Wesley's just laying on the ground with the 3 duplicates just kind of standing around him, just looking down at him, just being like, get up, soaked in blood. Like, what the fuck? I'll just hold my attack in case it comes in melee range.
Okay. So you're staying put?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. I have a feeling this thing is not going to survive if it pops up again. Neff, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will also be like, I don't like this, and I will fly off the ground, because the ground doesn't seem very safe. Hover a good 5 feet.
Sure.
And I will ready my magical weapon for an attack if something pops up, and also ready a cantrip if something pops up as well.
Excellent. Magic weapon, you mean spiritual weapon, right?
Yeah.
Just double checking that it wasn't
magical
your
spiritual.
actual. Cool. Awesome. And
But
last
it's a
but not-
bonus action. So
Coolio. Awesome. All right. And Asta.
I will ready a firebolt if one of these things pops up.
Excellent.
That's it.
Well, with that, pop! What would you guys like to do? Everybody roll an attack roll.
Except for me, I did not say I was prepared in action like a
Sure.
fool.
Okay, well, I will go first. First I will start with Sacred Flame.
Go for it.
There you go. Please roll a DC saving throw.
What's the DC?
13.
Excellent.
While I do that, I also attack you.
It gets an 11. So I think whoever attacks after that, or maybe it's you, you get advantage, right?
Yeah. I'm just doing damage right now.
For sure. Ooh.
So you get 8 damage for Sacred Flame.
Thank you.
And I attack with my spiritual weapon. Oh, sorry, I rolled it before. It was a 10. Does 10 hit?
10 misses, unfortunately.
All right, so I don't hit. Okay, cool. That was me.
Okay. Going down the line, Mr. Wyatt.
I didn't
Oh,
say
you
I was
didn't,
holding an
right.
action to attack, so I will remain faithful to my statement.
Excellent. Wesley.
Oh, is Neff within 5 feet of it?
Yeah.
Cool, I can roll a normal attack.
Ooh.
18 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. What is my... Why can't I roll it? There it is. Just being... Roll. Not DAC, I meant damage. Ignore that.
15.
No.
Oh,
It's
no.
only 9 damage.
9 damage. Excellent. And Asta.
Bolt, and I'll have Vesper's help on this one because no one else took it. I'll roll with advantage. That's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
For 7 fire damage.
This thing, it did not realize who it had come in contact with. Between the force damage, the radiant damage, getting stabbed, getting shot at, burnt to a crisp, it just regrets all its life choices and just withers and dies on the spot. Now, with that said, back to this. The world feels a bit heavier now, knowing that the very ground beneath your feet is waiting for its moment to swallow you all whole. The expanse of trees stand motionless until your eyes are off them. The growls and howls of the few remaining animals in the darkness were the least of your concern. With every direction feeling as endless as the next, with barely a landmark to give you any sense of direction, the feeling of hopelessness is quickly draining you to the brink of despair. And that's where we're going to take our break. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out in chat. We're going to take a quick 10-15 minute bathroom break. While we are gone, you can check out the lovely emotes that Nicola Nora has designed for all our subscribers on Twitch, as well as a bit of an art reel from the lovely Chuck Monty. Yay! Whoop, it's over there. Yay, Chuck Monty. So, we'll see you guys when we get back. Thank you. And welcome back, everybody. So, having survived an encounter with living entities within this forest, shadows that become spiritual beings, trees that uproot themselves and attack from all angles, still no direction, no location in sight. You each group together as best you can to watch each other's backs, looking out for any sign of any trouble coming your way. And still, what weighs heavy on you is the exhaustion. You haven't had any rest since you've been in this location. You come across a few more encounters with tree figures, but now you are aware of them, so you dispatch them a little quicker. Shadow creatures pop out and you run away as best you can, not wanting to wait around to see what they can actually do. And on and on and on. And you all gain a point of exhaustion. In that sensation of heaviness just weighing on every joint in your body, with your eyes blurring and blinking, trying to stay moist in this dreadfully kind of humid area, blurred vision, aching muscles, wet feet, everything. It's just misery. Until, in a moment of disbelief, thinking that you've come across yet another trick of the trees before you. You see a beacon of hope. Not more than 100 feet away from you, you can see a large, well-lit dome that glistens within the darkness. What do you do?
I guess we only have one way to go.
I'll put a hand up to stop Wesley, and I'll just motion to Vesper to move forward and closer to the dome.
Okay. Anybody
And I'll
else?
Project my consciousness into her so I can
Okay.
see what she sees.
Wesley, Neff?
Neff just
Or sorry, Wyatt,
Looks.
Neff. Yeah.
Neff just looks like, what are we doing? And points at the dome.
Wyatt's just
I'm scouting ahead with Vesper, and you would see that Asta's eyes are currently like glowing a light purple.
Smart.
I'll move around so I'm back to back with Asta to protect her while she's doing her thing.
Sounds good. So, what's your creature's name again? I'm sorry, Vesper?
Yes.
Thank you. So the closer Vesper gets, they begin to hear something on the air. A rhythmic cracking sound that is punctuated with soft grunts. Moving closer, they begin, or being sure to hide behind the shadows of the trees or staying out of eye line. Not getting too close to the trees themselves, of course. They come within 30 feet of a veritable sanctuary in this terrible place. The green of the grass can be seen on the forest floor. The stumps of many trees have been cut down, and one would guess were used to create the cozy-looking log cabin that stands in the center of this illuminated space. The cracking sound is coming from a large bastard sword being wielded by a statuesque woman with silver white hair tied back in a long, thick braid. The cord-like muscles down her shoulders and arms raise the blade high, crashing down on segments of trees that have been cut and split into kindling. Hanging from her neck and glistening in the radiant light around her looks to be a relic of some kind. Now I'll get Vesper to make a religion check.
Bat making a religion check. Let me just bring up the character sheet for the bat. So she's got a -4 to intelligence. Unless I forget, if I'm projecting my consciousness into the familiar, do I use my own stats?
Anything non-physical.
Oh. Oh, so I will use my own intelligence, which is not a -4. Let's see. 21.
21. You recognize the symbol as that belongs to Arathis, the lawbearer, who is the goddess of civilization and laws. She is commonly worshipped by leaders and judges.
Okay, so I'll relay everything that I'm seeing to the other three, and I'll add.
Well, she does seem to worship a lawful deity. So chances are, while she can prove to be dangerous, she's probably not evil or of a chaotic inclination.
And Vesper's eyes will return to her normal state, for lack of a better word, as Vesper kind of like comes fluttering back and hides under her hat again.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Interesting.
It could very well be a disguise, of course. I wouldn't rule that out.
perhaps an imposter.
Let's just stay on our guard in any case.
I mean, the land we're standing on is trying to kill us, so, I mean, I think we're kind of out of options here. Unless we want to try and go back to the village. Would I be able to, since we've been kind of like skittering about the woods, do we feel lost? Would we have lost our bearings at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't think we have another choice.
I mean, when in doubt, just keep on going.
I'll, if someone wants to keep their eyes on the dark woods, I can't see too good out here. So someone keep their eye out there. Wesley, you're good with people. Why don't you have a little chit chat with this person?
I'll keep
Do we
Two
want
pair
to
of
head
eyes.
back? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very practical.
I think if we all just go up and have a knock on the door and see what happens.
Is the figure outside chopping wood?
Yes.
That's what I understood.
Were they around front though? Or I thought it was around back.
Nope.
They're out front?
Yep.
Oh. Well, let's just walk on up and see
Well,
what
they'll
happens.
see us, so we might as well just go.
I'll wipe a bit of the blood off my face. Anyone have any bandages? I'm still bleeding.
I don't think I do.
Perhaps we can ask.
I was hoping to tidy myself up a little bit beforehand, but
I'll wave a
just-
hand and presto Wesley just to make him shut up.
as you presto away, Wesley was about to wipe the blood-stained hand on Asta.
Yeah, she just dodges out. She just dodges out of the way and still sends the presto over.
Are you not in Vesper's eyes anymore then?
No, I
No,
mentioned
no,
I
she-
returned.
Cool.
Well,
But
I'm
Vesper
not-
will scout the perimeter.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the word. On her own, but I'm not projecting into her anymore.
Gotcha. So is it just Wesley going up or is everybody going up?
I'll follow Wesley.
I'm going up.
Yeah, I think we're all.
All right.
Vamos.
So you come to the edge of this lit space. Anybody who's proficient, I'll get you to make an Arcana check.
Hmm.
21.
Hey. You notice that there is a definite line that separates the dark forest from the light forest that you see before you. And you see faintly, it's almost like it's just in the corner pockets of your eyes. If you look a little too fast, you see that there's a shimmer to the light. And as you look up, it kind of cuts off at a sort of rounded angle. So you figure there's a dome that surrounds the space.
Poke.
What's your alignment?
What did I put? Chaotic neutral.
All right. Your finger goes through, all right.
Okay. Wesley will pass it through.
Mm-hmm.
And does the figure look like they're within range of hearing me?
Reasonably so, yeah.
Evening! Wesley will yell out while trying to move forward.
And without turning to face you all, this muscular woman stands upright and stretches the taut muscles in her neck and shoulders. She then flips her great blade in one hand so the hilt is facing up, setting the tip of the blade to the ground and leaning it against a tree stump, letting the blade glisten in the light surrounding her. Then wiping a bit of sweat from her brow, she turns to look in your direction. Her face still holds the beauty of youth, but a few of the lines of wisdom can be seen across her forehead and around her eyes. Hello there. I dare say you folks don't seem to be locals. Is this another visit from the Righteous Brand? Is this who stands before me today? If so, I'll make this quick for you all. I am still very much retired and have no plans to change that anytime soon.
No. We're with the organization, the Oddities, and we're just trying to, well, I'm trying not to bleed anymore, but we're also trying to figure out what the heck happened to the village with the weird mayor.
How long have you been in the woods?
A couple hours,
Couple hours, you say?
I believe.
I'll pipe up with the exact number of hours.
That sounds more accurate, taking a look at you all. And you're here because of a village?
There's some village that said that they made a promise with a witch. To be fair, the mayor and the people seem very sketchy. But we gotta investigate everything that we hear. So we went into the woods to find said witch, who apparently cursed them.
And you see her kind of listening to you, but her eyes are scanning the perimeter and wiping her hands a bit, staying within reach of her blade. And as she kind of circles back around to where you're standing. And how many of you are there?
Four of us, plus the bat.
She kind of just glances up. Well, come on in if you're coming in. And she just makes her way back to the front of her cabin.
Thank you. Do you have a chair I could potentially borrow that you don't mind a bit of blood getting on?
I'll see what I can do.
I'll just look back at everyone and just be like, are you coming?
Yeah, I'll walk
It looks
in
visibly
the door.
relieved and bland.
Can we come in? Can we come past through?
What is everybody's alignment?
Same as Wes, so.
Lawful neutral.
Neutral good.
Welcome, one and all. All right.
It pays to be good.
Stepping through the wooden door of this quaint little log cabin, the warmth of the fire burning within thaws a chill in your body you weren't aware that you had. An aroma of spices and apples permeates the interior. The red, orange, and browns decorating this space gives you a sense that you have stepped out of summer and into autumn. A table and couch are arranged in front of the stone fireplace, where a multicolored knitted quilt hangs off the back of the couch. Wooden stairs with tree branch railings spiral up in the far corner of the cabin to a second floor. Opposite the stairs is a full-length mirror with intricate designs carved along its wooden borders, with a matching wardrobe beside it. To the right of the entrance is an L-shaped counter space where you see the remnants of flour and used utensils. Above the mantelpiece, you see numerous portraits sketched in charcoal.
That's a lovely place.
Thank you. Made most of it myself.
yourself, you say? There's some fine craftsmanship here. Mr. Wyatt, pleasure to meet you. How may I address you?
Forgive my lack of manners. It's been some time since I've had need of them. My name is Halen Reingard, former Watchmaster in Rexentrum and General to the King's Righteous Brand. Now retired, as I may have said.
And Ramgard?
Reingard.
Rhine. Well, an absolute pleasure to meet you. We are the Oddities, sent to detect and investigate Miss Starsinger, Miss Glimmerplume, and Mr. Delaclaire at your service.
Wesley. Asta, can you clean the bloody hand again?
Done.
Thank you.
I'll take a hanky out and try to do my best with wrapping up old blood and guts here.
Again, I'll send Presto your way. At this point, everyone's presentable, okay?
I'm very low on health, so I'm very bleedy.
So you've been out and about for a number of hours, you say?
That's right.
And it looks like you snagged yourself on a couple of branches coming in and out?
More like vines.
Hmm.
Mean, angry plants.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, they're ornery out there. I mean, I can't even imagine you living out here all on your lonesome.
Mind telling us what they are so that perhaps we be better prepared to deal with this threat once we move on?
Shadows, smoke, trees that come alive. Everything's sort of got a life of its own out there. As long as you don't mess with it too much, I don't think it'll pay you too much mind, but you never know. Things get hungry, just like everybody else.
It's much mind.
Yeah. What a great time.
There a reason such
Occurrences are happenstance around here, or is this just how things are?
As far as I know, this is just how things are. And as dangerous as it is coming and going, once you're here, good place to escape.
You mentioned you.
Why would you need escaping?
Miss Rangar, you did mention you were a retired, what was it, commander of the Rexentrum Guard? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Watchmaster and General.
Watchmaster. My apologies. Oh, geez, whiz, General, holy cow. I get the feeling that you came here for privacy, so allow me to apologize for interrupting that. We're not here regarding any former employment you may have had.
No, and I'm a bit sketchy on the details of why you actually are treading these woods. And you see she moves over to the fireplace where there's a chair that seems to have a well-grooved kind of pillow in its seat. And there's a Chesterfield that's big enough to fit most of you, if you like.
Wesley is 100% slumping down on it.
Us as well.
Well,
Wyatt waits for them to get down and then he goes, oh, thank God.
Oh God, what is that town's name?
Well, the mayor's Mr. Mayor Treadstone. All the families got stone in their name, Whetstone, Redstone, all that like. You ain't never heard of it? It's sort of close to here. Stinks to high heaven.
It has a distinctive smell.
And a really sketchy mayor. Still not over that. He is so weird.
So that's why you're out here trying to throw your lives away.
Well, if it's a issue and people need help, it's hard to say no.
Tell me, young Miss Skipstone, how does she fare these days? Does she still retain her youthful complexion? That old headman still boisterous as ever?
Yeah.
Gipsville?
I've heard the tales, and I've seen many a brave soul fumble through these woods with noble purpose fueling them forward, much like yourselves. I'm also familiar with a story from another perspective.
What are the tales?
I didn't hear what you said, sorry?
What are the tales?
Well, the young Miss Skipstone, stop me if you've heard this, she ventures into these woods in search of someone to help her little girl.
Yeah.
Little girl is afflicted by some unknown disease or ailment, the likes of which not many had ever heard or seen.
Mm-hmm.
But the woman she found within these woods was no witch. The way I hear it, it was an archdruid. Much like me, she was not fond of the world beyond the woods. And against her better judgment, she agreed to help in any way she could. But even though she came prepared with knowledge long forgotten by the modern times of today, the only thing she was able to offer the young girl was solace and comfort in her final moments. The mother, Miss Skipstone, overcome with anger and her grief, laid the blame at the druid's feet. Accusations of plots, avarice, murder, all fueled her neighbors into a fervor, to the point where a fateful blow was struck. In their anger and their grief, the townspeople lashed out at the only helping hand they had ever accepted. If a witch was what she truly was, then as a witch, she was going to leave this world. You may have seen they have that fine tree in the middle of their village.
I don't really call it fine.
One of them had the notion to tie her to the tree and then set it ablaze. Of course, that's not the only version I've heard. I'm sure you've heard the story told from their perspective as well. But one thing you may like to know is that tale, whichever version you choose to believe, it's been told time and time again over the past 70 years or so. It's quite an amazing thing that humans such as Miss Skipstone and their boisterous headman and the rest of the village look not a day older since that time all those years ago.
Well, the mayor was only giving us information that would lead us to a specific conclusion. So
They
I
seem
had
to
a
have
feeling we wouldn't be talking to a witch.
They also omitted the hanging and burning part of the story.
An
That
archdruid
they'd been-
might explain the plants as well. Attacking us and everything, you know.
Uh-huh.
Pardon
That would
my
also
small
explain
town
the cursing on the town.
Sorry,
country
Wyatt?
ways. Sorry about my small town country ways. This sounds like a ghost story. We had something similar called The Watcher in the Woods. About people repeating the last thing they did over and over again. Are you saying this village is just a bunch of ghosts? Or stuck in some kind of loop?
That I'm not too sure. But they have been coming around so often through these woods. People just like yourselves, trying to do the good deed. And that's been for a number of years now.
What's the good deed?
Fixing it.
Killing the witch.
Well, I don't think we set out to kill anyone in particular, just to find out what's happening.
Fair point. Huh. But the witch is dead, or what they assume to be the witch, the druid, archdruid, is already dead. Are they just living up through their guilt again and again? Is this the punishment?
It could also be a curse of some kind.
Has to be. But how do you fix a curse if the druid is dead?
Or are they feeding off the people who go into the woods?
Well, did someone ever say she was truly dead?
We only got the story to go off of.
Besides, death sometimes isn't quite as final as one could be led to believe.
I mean, also, druids can live for a very long time.
Precisely.
So,
Do you know where that druid used to live in the woods?
Once. She seemed to have moved around since then.
What was her name?
I wish I could tell you.
Oh.
we could
Do you know
always...
anything else about her? Or him? Or they? I don't know.
Maybe they mentioned her.
Oh.
Well, we could always start with the last known location.
The tree.
Well, it was they wanted to burn. But I mean, last known location.
Maybe that's why they didn't want us in the house.
I think it's, if we went in the house, we would have seen a facade. 70-year-old unattended buildings don't look that nice. If they are really ghosts.
So we have to get into the house.
Yeah, they seem certainly real, like, flesh and blood people.
Wyatt, they weren't there when we came into we literally entered the same way we went back to go see the grieving mother. And they weren't there when we entered, and magically appeared when we met the mayor.
Yeah, no fires burning and no hearths, that's for sure.
So they're
I think you're onto
not
something.
fully there.
General Ramgard, you say you've heard this story over and over again. What happened to the people that came looking for the witch?
Two things. I'll get Wyatt to make a perception check, and I will get Asta to make an investigation check. And while you're doing those, I will answer your question. The ones that do cross my path, they come and go. I can't say I've ever heard of anyone leaving the woods. That's as much as I can remember. You're the first to come through here in quite a while. By the way, Mr. Your name was so strange. I don't know how to say it. What is your first name, sir? She's looking at Wesley.
It's Wesley.
If you want, over by the sink, there are some rags. You're bleeding on the couch.
Oh, thank God. God. Chap. Get up and stumble over.
Asta.
Wyatt's covered, not doing anything.
it's as you're talking and as you're kind of filtering through what she's telling you and her version of a story she's heard and doing the math, thinking about like, yeah, okay, are these people on a loop like Mr. Wyatt suggested? Are they ghosts? Is there something more to it? The story's been around for 70 years. 70 years. Humans don't live past 70 years, and they looked well within that, like, it would be 90 to 100 years old for some of them. And then you look at Halen. And if you were to add 70 years to her, how old is she? Because she's a human too. But that's all I'll say.
Just off to the side, cleaning my wound and trying to stop the bleeding.
Well, since you are all either bleeding or dead on your feet as it is, I'll offer you a night to stay in my place so you can get your wits about you.
Well, that's very kind of you.
I'd offer you more, but frankly, I don't know you. And my manners only go so far.
A place of safety is all we ask. What, may I ask, is that glowing border about your cabin?
A little gift
Pardon my
from a friend that I
ignorance.
used to tour with. Gives you a little bit of protection from things that you'd rather not tread on your private property. Surprisingly, all of you seem to manage okay, so that gives me a little bit of comfort.
I need to pry more further into your business, but how long did you leave the Rexon Trim Guard? Like the year?
Rather hard to say. A few years before you guys came.
No, like, can you give me a number?
What's the date now?
He says the date. Or looks at Asta.
So yes, a few years before then. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to do the rest of my chores. Be at ease. Use the fire. Food is over there. I'll see you when evening breaks. And she stands up, heads towards the door.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you. Just one last question. How long have you known of this tale? Like the whole time? Or did you locate here after the 70 years?
She shuts the door.
Dad, I thought.
I feel as though you're prying into my business.
I
Oh,
don't
sorry. We don't mean to.
need
Sorry.
to
Sorry.
accuse anything.
I didn't say accuse.
I just want to know what's going on. We were sent to stop a foul smell. And part of me is now thinking maybe it's the smell of rot there. And I am not the smartest person textbook-wise. So I am very confused. And I just want to also make sure people aren't forced into a trap again and end up losing
we
more
don't fall into
travelers.
one.
And she slowly looks over her shoulder in your direction. And you see a bit of a glow in her eyes.
And why should that matter to me?
Well, you seem like a good person.
Well, you like your solitude, it seems, or to at least be left alone. If the issues at the town are dealt with, there won't be people sent into your woods. There won't be more of us showing up at your door. Hopefully.
You see her kind of tilt her head back. She opens her door and moves aside from it.
Gentlemen, if you would be so kind as to step outside for a moment while I have a word with the ladies. You have my word nothing nefarious is at play. I'm just requesting a moment of privacy between us women.
Oh, I'm just gonna go lay on the grass then.
Gives like long, like, you could be okay looks. Like, should I go? Should I stay? Do you want this to happen?
So Asta's been very quiet, just kind of like observing Halen. And like you can see the gears are turning, but she just gives you a nod, Wyatt.
Help Wesley dump him out on the grass.
Just 2 seconds. As Wesley lands on the grass, he just looks up at Wyatt and he's like, you know, when it comes to people, normally things go my way. I have not had good luck talking to people lately.
Haven't had any luck going through woods that usually don't try to kill me. It's not our day.
It really is not.
It is not our day.
Head to the ground and just stares at the sky. It's done.
I keep an ear out.
So, as the door shuts behind Wesley and Wyatt, Asta and Neff watch as Halen stands up to walk over to the mirror and wardrobe in the far corner. Slowly, she begins to remove her shirt and pants, removes her undergarments and accessories until she is standing bare with her back towards you.
Such a shame. I was quite fond of this one.
You hear a squelching noise, similar to squishing fresh clay between your fingers, quickly followed by a thump against the wood floor. Craning your necks and looking down, you can see a lump of fatty flesh laying between Halen's feet. This continues for an uncomfortable and strange minute, where squish after squish and splat after splat, more and more bits of flesh, blood, and sinew pile around her feet. In the moments that your stomachs churn and you try to look away is when you notice that her cord-like muscles seem to wither and sink into her. Her long silver-white hair begins to fall from her scalp. The skin across her back stretches taut and shimmers in the firelight as white scars like veins spread their way across her entire body. As she holds the last clump of flesh in her hand and lets it fall to the floor, she slowly turns to meet your gaze as she stands exposed for the first time in many, many years. Her entire body covered and disfigured by the burns from the fire all those years ago.
This form was the last who came to my door seeking out false revenge for a haunted people, who by all rights should have perished decades ago. Who or what put you on that same path, I couldn't say. What I can say is that there have been many since that day I escaped with my life that have found their way to my doorstep. Some saw sense in what I had to say, but not much else. Others would not hear of it, leaving me no choice but to defend the remaining life I have. As I see it, you have a few options before you all.
And she reaches to get a robe and wraps herself and pulls up the hood to cover herself.
You could defend the honor of the village and test your might against mine. You could walk away from this entire experience and let the cycle continue till it ends by another's hands. Or you could seek out what keeps these people tethered to this world and release them. I do not wish to lose my life again, nor do I wish to take any of yours. But if I'm being truthful, I do not care to end Amber Hall's suffering. The choice I leave to you.
And she slowly walks away and heads upstairs to her bedroom.
I look at Asta.
Asta will just give a look back to Neff and follow her upstairs.
I follow you, and I say quietly, I knew something was up with that village.
Well, I figured that would be her. The math just wasn't mathing.
There's something about this, the whole... When you were saying in the woods about the, a witch with a bargain, and, like... I knew it wasn't lighting up. Like you were saying.
Let me speak to her.
And I don't know, I'll follow her to wherever she went. Knock on the door if she's in the room or something.
So as you go up the stairs, you see it's just a second level plateau where there is a bed and a window where the sunlight, or I guess the light emanating from this sphere outside, is kind of peering through. And she's just sitting on the edge of a bed looking out.
I'll carefully approach.
May we come in?
So, we're just trying to understand and figure out the truth of what happened here. The way I see it, if you mean us no harm, no reason for us to harm you. And I can understand very well how ignorance can breed hostility in a way. And so, I suppose what I'm trying to say is I empathize with you and your plight.
I agree. I'm very sorry.
Slowly, you see her take the robe off. And with her back to you, you hear a familiar kind of squelching sound. And you see her kind of move as if pressing into her chest. Dips down again, squelch, press, 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 squelch, press, press, press.
If that's all for today, I'd appreciate some privacy now.
Of course. Thank you for sharing with us.
Would you like us to stay outside for the night?
Just downstairs would be fine.
All right.
And as Neff and I retreat to the stairs, I'll just leave a little, like, tea bag for her from my personal stash.
You're gonna teabag her? What?
Oh,
Sure.
well,
Eh, eh, eh.
it won't do much, but I'll cast a little cure wounds her way just so she feels a little tingle of good intentions and good healing vibe.
When the tingling sensation hits her, she looks back at you with a split and bloodshot eye that holds a rage of 70 plus years.
Do not touch me in that way.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I will not. I'm sorry.
It was a nice gesture, though.
Like,
No healing. Gotcha.
Noted. Then we'll retire. at this
Even the
point.
chat room,
We will-
everyone's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah. I will still the little tea bag is still there though. The tea, yeah.
Do not drink me that.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Wyatt and Wesley, you guys are outside. What are you up to?
Got this one fishing, just in a little stream. Got the hook caught right in there. It went all the way through. Had to snip off the end and slip it out. Disgusting.
I got bit by a shark once.
Jesus Christ, that must have left a bit of a scar. Sharks are big, right? They're big.
Well, I told it to stop, and it just kind of left.
Oh. You can talk to them?
You can't?
What? No. I think I would think twice if the deer I was hunting was like, "No, sir, please don't kill me with that arrow in my face."
Well, I talk to sea creatures, and they understand the way of life. I mean, it's not like I have full conversations, but I can understand the mood and the intentions.
I
They
don't know if I
understand
could eat
me.
something that I had a discussion with.
I mean, in the water, it's kind of a different world.
I guess so. And he just kind of goes quiet, like he's like, "God, I wish I hadn't brought that up."
No, Wyatt, I have a question from something I noticed.
Yeah.
Tell me if it's too personal. Family got brought up, when we were with that, farmer. And you got real quiet. I'm just wondering.
Wesley, that's too personal. And he gets up. And he doesn't go back into the woods, but he does sort of walk off a little bit and look out at the woods, just because he doesn't want to go into them.
I was just gonna ask what it's like, but okay.
And at this moment,
Love it.
Neff and Asta come outside. Oh.
You guys found anything out?
Well, she is the witch / archdruid. Lot
Yeah.
of baggage. A lot of baggage there.
They were lying.
Are we in danger right now?
No, we are not.
Okay.
Unless
Good.
we attempt to harm her, which I assured her we wouldn't.
I didn't
As-
really have that intention, so
We're
that's
sent
good.
here to uncover the truth, and
It
I
seems
think
like
we're partway
she's
there.
telling the truth.
I wouldn't assume. But
I mean, from what
things, her version of the story does make sense.
Did the tree look burnt when we were there?
So would remember, but I certainly don't. So I can't. There you go.
It
It
was
did not.
gnarly, deadish tree. We inspected the soil, and it was dry with white specks.
Okay, so
the white specks could be
could the white
ash.
specks be ash, and could the tree be what's holding them there? Since the tree was burnt, but it is not burnt.
But a tree could grow back after 70 years, even if it's been burned.
Absolutely, but like
If-
Wesley, you mentioned. Pardon me. I had a little air bubble. You mentioned that you don't think the town is real.
I mean, if I think it's ghosts. Oh, well, at first I thought the mayor was the witch / hag.
Hmm.
But now I think they're ghosts, or their spirits are tethered there, and they are something I don't understand.
I will relay what she's told us about the 3 options we had, including setting these townsfolk free or releasing them, or
Well,
I forget exactly how she worded it, but that.
when we get out of here, I was thinking maybe we could try to find what in the town is keeping them there. Potentially the tree itself. Because we were sent to deal with the smell, and I think dealing with the ghost stuff may deal with the smell.
So might it be
Remind
time
all of
to-
you that we were sent here by the Oddities to investigate the area.
Which we've done, and we have found out, with some clarification needed, we have found out what the issue is. We have not been asked to solve this issue. Asta,
Precisely.
Yeah, but
maybe it's time we call Mizora and ask her.
And I do not particularly feel inclined to help the townsfolk, considering the history
Well,
of this place.
it's
I've done a
not.
great injustice to it, this druid.
It's also not helping the village. It's helping the future adventurers who come this way and get sent into the woods to die.
Yes, but
Like
it's
I
not
had
part
said
of our-
earlier.
It's not part of our mission also to take action, or especially take action that could be perceived as seeking revenge. We should wait on orders from the Oddities on what we should be doing next. We should report on our findings first.
We definitely can, but
I am 50-50. I agree with you, Wesley. We would be saving others the fate that we have now faced and may still face. We still have to get out of them woods
I mean, we might
with our
have a-
necks intact.
We might have a little help leaving, since
hope
we'd be
so.
getting out of her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like anybody tried to do magic on her without her permission.
Not like I know that. So,
I'm just poking.
I'll take out the stone.
Well,
I mean, aren't you the one in charge of it and
Let us
leading this? You can fill her in on everything.
Okay, then without further prompting, I will establish communication with Mizora, repeating the magic circle and everything.
Oh, you don't gotta do the magic circle. It's just there.
Oh, cool.
So, what do you say?
I'll recap pretty much everything we've found out thus far, including like how we're currently in the witch slash archdruid's home, and that she's left us with multiple options, and that like we could either at this point leave her be and return as we've somewhat accomplished what we were set out to do, or that we could just try and figure out a way to fix things around here.
It's nice to hear that you're all still doing well. It's been a few days since we've heard anything from you.
Yeah, we ran into a fair bit of trouble on the way over here.
It sounds
for
like you've got
sure.
more coming. So what's the consensus then?
I don't think the group has reached an agreement so far. Well, Wesley and Wyatt, do you think that we should stay here and solve the situation with the town? At least to avoid other adventures of stumbling upon here and suffering some sort of nefarious fate.
And what's the reason not to?
Well, we're mostly relying on your orders, and this is our objective here wasn't to solve any kind of issue. It was mostly to investigate.
Oh. I guess I sort of assumed that it would go without saying that if a solution comes to mind, generally we will try and provide that solution. But this is also a test for you and your own judgments. So whichever way you think is best to go, you'll have my support.
Alright, I suppose that, yes, solving the problem might avoid further casualties. In any case, I would, and
I'll like kind of just side eye to Wesley, and I'll go like,
I'm not very inclined to help any of the townsfolk who might or might not be trapped in some kind of spell or curse, but at least to save further people from getting involved. Maybe help the witch while we're at it.
Well, also try not to think of what comes next as helping or not helping. Looking for answers. Seeking why this happened in the first place. Might be help of a sort, but not helping them directly. It's all about perspective, I think.
Oh, from what I understand, they burnt an innocent woman who was trying to help and suffered for it.
Well, I'm not shooting that down. Even for their actions, don't think you helping them lift this curse or stopping whatever is happening is of a boon to them. Think of it as stopping or answering a question that has been left unsolved for some time.
Yes, certainly. Then
Just so it
I
doesn't
suppose
weigh on your
that-
minds, if you see what I mean.
I suppose that as a group, we have reached that conclusion and agree upon it.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. Is there anything else?
Do any of the three of you want to add anything, or?
Stop a haunting. We're gonna stop this haunting. How do you do that? I don't know. What the hell do I know about the spirit world?
Maybe we
Nephew,
can try
you're-
looking at that tree again.
Well, again, perhaps tomorrow we can speak to the witch again and offer her to solve this problem once and for all. That way she's left alone and doesn't need to deal with people like us stumbling upon her cottage anymore.
Well, you can try. There's no harm in that. But from what you've said, I wouldn't get my hopes up, because if she was capable, or I think more to the point, willing, she would have done it already. But you're the feet on the ground there, so again, your judgment.
Woman deserves her peace.
I kind of want to light that tree on fire.
I will say,
Not
just to
bad.
remind everybody, no one but Asta is hearing this conversation. And she can't hear
Well,
your
when you-
questions either.
No.
When you asked, like, does anyone have anything else to add, I just assumed that it was on speakerphone.
That's my mistake.
No, it's okay.
I'm just trying to reply based off of what Asta is also saying, though.
Let's assume I just kind of relayed what Mizara's telling me to the rest of the group. In fewer words.
No? Are you off the stone?
All right, well, we'll sleep on it, report back tomorrow if anything changes, or to report the decision we've come to.
All right. Stay safe.
We'll try.
So, yeah, recap.
In any case, I
I-
suggest we get some rest for the time being.
You probably have a very long.
Be bad.
Well, we've all been injured in the fight this evening, so
God, I feel like I'm going to die.
Maybe if
Oh,
you
God.
Stop bleeding.
case in
I
point.
think I have died. Maybe I'm a ghost. Ugh. Make sure I'm real and not dead.
I'll take out like a stick off the ground and just chuck
Hmm.
it at him.
Neville give like a fish nut on your forehead, but I have talents. You probably take one.
Okay. All right. I'm real. Jesus.
You took 1 of damage for that.
I want my daddy to tell me I took that damage.
You take 10 points of sharp talon damage.
Ask and you shall receive, I suppose.
Don't you like it when it's me telling you?
So in the meantime, I have set up my little corner of the hut with my stuff, and I'll just motion to the other 3 as this is happening and go like,
I will take first watch.
and I'll exit through the front door so I can stay outside.
Well, we were outside.
Oh, well,
We went back inside, set up, and then
yeah.
Wesley's just gonna pull up like his sleeping bag out, and it's just from his bag, and it's just gonna lay it on top of himself.
But we're sleeping inside.
Yes.
I am almost dead. I'm laying in this floor. It is a warm space for me now.
Roll him into the car.
Good night.
Fine.
I'm comfortable here.
Just kick him.
do I see any dead leaves around?
Sorry, just to recap, because like you guys were allowed to sleep on the main floor inside the cabin.
Wesley's choosing to sleep outside. Do I see?
Oh,
any
you
dead
are?
leaves around?
Wesley is very wounded and collapsed on the ground, so he's like, "I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good here."
That's a
Asta will
choice.
come.
Yeah.
We'll move over to Wesley and just like using the tip of her boot, start rolling him towards the cottage.
Oh, I want
Girl,
to
you're
eat
not
like,
that
while
dead
he's-
strong.
leaves.
I'm strong enough for this.
You are not. What's your
Okay,
strength? You got.
Grab the arms. I'll grab the feet.
Ah, forget it. And I will cast unseen servants so that they can just lift off both ends and yeet Wesley inside.
How much damage does Wesley get for yeeting?
Let's see. How strong are these unseen servants?
I mean, they can just do mundane tasks. Like, they don't have any sort of here. So,
I mean,
oh, they
I
have
don't-
a strength.
I don't
What?
think they would be able to lift me.
No, but they're multiple.
We're using the combined strength of the unseen servants with the strength of 2 and my strength of 6 to roll Wesley inside. There.
Okay. You try. Neff has a good hold of the feet, so instead of carrying, it's more like you're watching out for the rocks before punk on the back of Wesley's head, punk on the back of his, as Neff drags him and his, his sleeping bag as
Because
well. We
Neff's
can't forget
pretty
that.
Strong.
Yeah.
Wyatt's already like sitting on the floor asleep, leaning against the couch.
Yeah. And then up the stairs you go tunk, 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 until you're in the cabin.
That's what you get when you don't comply. We force.
Yes, you don't say yes, you don't give consent, and you force something. That's what you're
For
saying.
your own good.
Yes,
Like,
There's no
what
deadlies
That's what
around.
villains also say. It's for your own good. That's
It's-
what CEOs say before they get shot.
Listen, there's a burned druid upstairs. She wants you to sleep in this room. Listen to
Well,
her.
she offered it. I'm sure she doesn't want us around her at
Listen,
all.
you were too tired to collapse. We just helped, okay?
Let's leave it at
I
that.
would not call that help.
Yeah, well,
shut
you know,
up. I'm trying to get some shut up. Who's Jesus?
and I'm gonna stay
Ready
outside
before she
to take
kicks
my
us
watch.
out.
Do we even need to have a watch because we're like in a bubble?
Well, that's what I
would-
was going to ask. Yeah.
Oh, are we still in a? I mean, it's mostly also like because I
wouldn't trust her 100%,
That's fair.
just in case,
I mean, she showed us her.
Oh, ass.
Secret.
Still, I mean, it would be very naive to think she doesn't want us any harm at this point. Could just be a tactic
Fair.
to lower our guards. So, while I don't think she wants to harm us, I'm not 100% sure of that.
Wyatt just tips up his hat. He goes, I'm not against it. You want to stay up? Stay up. I'll take the second one,
Okay.
but I gotta sleep.
I'll take the third one.
Don't wake me up.
Pillow goes over the face. It's what they want.
I don't know with that. Wyatt was tragic, or Wesley was tragically lost.
Okay, well, I'm a lawful neutral. You say don't wake me up. Fine, I'll comply.
All right. So before you guys bed down for the night, is there anything anybody needed to do?
I'll find a little corner in this tiny room and I'll do a little prayer.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Fair enough.
I will
Jazz.
open the door to the hut and just like sit on the front steps so I could like watch the stars during my watch, but still like have some sort of like overview of what's happening inside the hut.
Okay. Wyatt?
Wyatt was leaving the couch open for other people to sleep on, but he takes it himself. No one seems to be interested. Pulls the hat down, rifle across the lap, sleeps sitting up, waiting for watch.
Fair enough. And Wesley, you're just crashed for the whole night? Coolio. Well, with that, I'll say we will find out what happens next week.
Ooh.
So,
Let's go!
so thank you everybody for watching tonight. Thank you for being so active in the chat room. I see things fly by all the time. I'm just like, what did I miss? What did I miss? But I'll look at it later. And yeah, we shall be back here next week, I think. Yes, we're cool for that. Awesome. So yeah, same time next week. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Hope you have a great week until we get back. And we will see you next week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.